Hey, what's up, YouTube? So today I'm gonna put this motor together. See, we got a whole bunch of parts everywhere, scattered everywhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a stock 49cc engine for this little dirt bike right here, so my son can ride it. Then when he gets used to it, then I'll upgrade it to the racing parts. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, I already got the ball bearings nice and free. So we're gonna put the crankcase together. Check the little arrow the piston has that goes to the exhaust. See the little keyway part right here? That's for the flywheel. So the flywheel is going to go always on this side. That goes in there right there. Make sure the gasket's right in there. Got that. Now we got the 4 screws I got to put on. So I'll put that on and we'll get back to you. Alright guys, now that these are tightened up right here, all 4 of these bolts, now what you want to do is lubricate the piston with 2-cycle oil. First you want to make sure, see all this carbon right here? I'm going to scrape that off. That way the spark plug could ignite better. Cycle oil, put it on there. And you want to line up the rings with the these little black balls right here. Right here, 2 little dots. Now you want to make sure which way you put the cylinder. Alright, so now this is the flywheel. Flywheel and chain. Like this. First you want to make sure you take off all the little bit of the old gasket, maker. Clean that up first. Then you're going to put some new gasket maker. And you pop that right on. And we'll get back to it. Alright, so I put the gasket maker on the bottom cylinder. And just twist this on slightly, just like that. And then tighten up all these screws. 4 screws to the cylinder. So I'm gonna tighten that back up. Tighten that up right there. And I'll get back to you. Okay, now that all the 4 bolts are tightened up on the cylinder, we got the little keyway installed, and that's going to be for the flywheel. You want to match the slot right here, keyway. And there, like that. We got the bolt right here. Number 10. Screw it in with your hand first. And you can use the impact drill. That's in there. And this side right here is going to be the clutch pad. Okay. like that. That. I'm gonna put the screw. Make sure it's nice and tight. Usually you can stick something in here like that. Turn. Now we have the little clutch. So when this rotates, it opens up and it grabs this right here. And that's what spins the chain. So we're gonna put the 4 screws on that right there. Put the 4 screws on that. And then over here, we have the pull start. Just like that. But before we put the pull start, we gotta put the ignition. This one right here. Put that on there. Then we're gonna use the credit card to gap the space between the ignition and the flywheel. And we'll get right back to you. So basically you take a credit card, you cut it, put it in there right there. Close that back in. And you screw this on. And after you get this screwed on, you take that piece of paper back off. That's it. And that's your gap that you need for the ignition and the flywheel. Alright. Alright guys, now we got this piece right here. Go right here. Make sure you put it just like that. And that's gonna go in there just like that. You're gonna put the 4 screws in there. And the carburetor is gonna go just like that. Right there, you tighten up that bolt. Then you got the filter. And that's how it's gonna look once I tighten everything up. Alright, so the engine is done. What I need to do now is take that frame, sand it down a little bit, paint it, then I mount the engine on. But I'll do that in a separate video. This is stock, completely stock engine with all used parts. We'll see if it starts. We'll turn it on for the first time on the next video. Sounds pretty good. That's nice compression. Pretty sure it's gonna start. Alright guys, thanks for watching. You already know, hit that like button, subscribe, Sam's Garage. Yeah.